to add some sound deadening with this kill mat material that we used on the rest of the van. And we're going to use some full sheets, and we're going to use some scrap. But a full sheet will fit right here nicely. Put the headliner back in so I can locate where these blocks are. Ooh, and it just got windy. The little foam blocks that are already in the headliner, we've got to cut holes around so that they can push up. And I'm going to cut really generous holes. This is the polyiso insulation, and that's going to get put up there, pushed up against the wall, and there'll be a polyester piece in between. I have fit the polyiso so that it'll fit around all the indicator lights and the foam blocks that are already in the headliner. I'm going to hold these in with insulation pins, just like I did on the walls and the ceiling. Now I'm also going to put a layer of polyester material, polyester insulation on these before I put them up, to give myself a little bit of a gap between the steel and the polyiso. I'm also going to use this polyester material, and I'm going to stuff it in the sidewalls and anywhere where I couldn't cut a piece to provide a little bit of insulation. And this will not retain or hold water, and it will wick the water away. So this is what I'm using. Any scrap materials I have from covering the insulation will be stuffed into the nooks and crannies to try to provide as much R value as possible. Now I've got the polyester on the insulation. Now I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put the insulation pins. I think the best place for them is right along the center. Yep, right about there. These insulation pins are peel and stick. So you just pull the backing off. You stick them where you need them. And my thought is 2 per panel should be good enough. And then up go the panels. Alright, that's where that needs to be. Push them through. And push on these retainers. And that'll hold that up against there. And we'll place this one higher. I tell you, when that sticks, oh boy, it sticks good. All right. put the retaining rings on these. If I had to do this again, I would put these pins higher. And actually, I was going to put them up here somehow. I put them a little bit lower than I should have. Next is to cut the pins off. Then I recommend putting some tape over these metal discs. I'm going to put kill mat over them because I have a lot of scrap kill mat. All right, and that'll keep them from rusting. Because if they do rust because of the moisture, it might end up leaking through, and we don't want that to happen. Okay, we're going to put this back. We got all our insulation in. We got the wires somewhat tucked away and ready to go. Ran two 12-volt lines so that we can put USB ports on the shelf and a dash cam from the vehicle's power and 12 volts from our house batteries. So let's see if we can get this back in. She should fit snug as a bug on a rug. It's going to go up there like that. And we're going to, got my piece of tape to temporarily hold it. I'm going to snap those in right there. And that looks pretty good. Now I got my two wires right here. Got to decide, those are going on the shelf. Yeah, we're going to take and put those down through the hole, and that way they'll be accessible later. Move them around this way. I stopped for a moment, pulled this out, and ran one more wire for 12 volts so that I could put 12 volt USB chargers on the plastic shelf. So I can have them on the shelf just above the driver and passenger seat, and I can have them on the top large shelf, just in case I want them. Not 100% I'm going to put them there, but having the wires in there now, it's going to make it easier. I won't have to take this apart again. All right, then put the shelf back in. All right, getting this plastic shelf back in place. It's got to go on top. There we go. That's good. Good. Huh. Oh. No, now it looks like it's in. Gotta go down a little further. Huh. Oh, I see. Oh, that's because this slid down. What happened is the headliner slipped down. I should have put the plastic tray in first, then put the headliner in. Huh. Yeah, that worked good. Got just enough insulation. Yeah, that's really good. These little foam guys go on each side. But this one goes on this side. Yep. And this one goes on the passenger side. All right, now time to tighten this shelf up and put the bolts back in. There's 3 of them in the top. Also, I put gloves on so I wouldn't get the headliner dirty, because I was working with some glue earlier and I had sticky hands and I was worried I was going to get it dirty. So I threw blue gloves on. That was the fastest thing to do. Just in case you're wondering, what's he got those gloves on for? Oh, wait a minute. It's not the 5mm 3/16. It's the other one. It's the 4mm. Yep, it's the one with the green handle. Yep, it's right here, 4mm.